All right, so today I am going to the small scale along with dropping off a bunch of shreds. So I want to go through real quick what I've got. So here are just a couple of aluminum radiators. Here is a dirty aluminum hood. There's just too many steel rev nuts and other things like that in there to have to cut away to make it clean, so it just goes in as dirty. And then I've got motors I don't feel like dealing with. Number 2 coppers, quite a bit of weight there. Got all the transformer copper, so hopefully that's clean enough to get number 2. And then I've got clean brass in here, aluminum cans in that bag, all my data wire, single insulated wire. Sometimes I get number 1, sometimes I get number 2 on that, so I continue to separate that out. Extension and house wire, and then some number 1 wire there. That's just something I have a question about, but I've also got Christmas lights. So here's all my aluminum sheet. Aluminum sheet and cast really doesn't get too much. I just threw in what little cast I had into that. And then this, I want to find out if I'm getting dinged as irony aluminum for having all of the paint on there. So I separated that out so I don't get dinged on the whole lot, and I'll ask and find out, because if I'm getting dinged, then I'm not going to separate out all the screws that I've been taking out of there to make sure that it's non-magnetic. And then there is my stainless. Here are some copper aluminum radiators, and then I've got a couple of AC ones over there. Those got some serious weight to them, so that should be pretty good. And then all this stuff here is nothing more than my small shred that I throw in the bucket. So I need to load everything here up first, and then from there, whatever shred I can fit on from that huge pile is going to go on as well. So I think I've got everything out. I need to do another sweep and make sure I've got all the stuff that I want to have weighed out, and then I can be on my way. After I drop this off, I have a house pickup to do for some appliances, which I'm just going to shred as whole. I'm probably not going to break those down if I have time to run to the other scrapyard, which is on my way home. So it just makes sense to do that house call then. So let me get at it and get this thing loaded. So I almost forgot that I've got a couple 100 pounds, 200 to 300 pounds of compressors that I need to take in. Got another pile of stainless, and then just some really light aluminum. So I'm going to add that to the mix, which I've already got inside the cab and up against the front of the cab so that I can fit all the shred. All right, so there it is, all loaded up. I managed to get everything on except for a few really long pieces, so that's going to have to wait till next time, but doesn't look like much. But I'm thinking at least 700 pounds in shred. I've Tetrised it in there pretty good. Let's see how good my skills actually are. All right, so for what I dumped off the back of the truck before I went to the small scales, I ended up getting $59. It ended up coming out to 760 pounds at 7.75 cents a pound. Actually, it's 6.75 cents a pound, but I get an extra cent at that yard for having their sticker on my bumper. And yeah, I've got no shame when it comes to that. That money actually adds up, and they've treated me really well, so I'll go ahead and do that for the extra cash. So then I went to the small scales, and let me show you what I got there. All right, so for the small scale stuff, this takes quite a long time to go through, so I'm going to try to blow through it quick, and I'll put up pictures if I know what this relates to. But first off, 3 pounds of old sheet aluminum, 38 cents a pound, so $1.14, and then cast aluminum. So you can see you only get a 4-cent difference, so sometimes I throw that in together depending on how much I have, but I got $8.82 for that. 304 stainless, I'm getting 54 cents a pound, $1.08. Aluminum radiators, so these were just the small ones that I had from various refrigerator units, I think, and that was 6 pounds for 41 cents a pound, $2.46. More 304 stainless, 54 cents a pound, $26.46 for 49 pounds. Some more old sheet aluminum, 13 pounds of that at 38 cents, $4.94. Number 2 copper, so that came out to $2.76. So that's come down a little bit, and I got $66.24 for that. And then my aluminum copper radiators, those were the AC unit radiators, and a couple of radiators that I had from vehicles, I think. So that was $1.40 a pound, so $112 for 80 pounds. Then a couple of just straight up aluminum radiators, 41 cents a pound, $8.20 for 20 pounds. And then sealed units, I ended up having 276, I guess between 200 and 300. 20 cents a pound on that, so $55.20. And then my aluminum cans are actually cat food aluminum cans, and they don't take those as aluminum. So it's just shredder steel. I think last time he gave me something else. So 34 cents. I'm just going to continue to throw those into shred and no longer try to separate those. Said that before, but this time I mean it. 304 stainless, more of that, 54 cents a pound, $3.24. Yellow brass, that was clean yellow brass, and that was $1.75 a pound, $14 for 8 pounds. And then small electric motors that I didn't break down came out to $9.86 for 34 pounds. And then for the Christmas lights that I had, some of them had a lot of plastic on them, but I still got 30 cents a pound for those, so $4.20 for 14 pounds. Number 2 insulated copper wire at 40%, 82 cents a pound for that at $11.48. And then some number 1 insulated copper wire, 33 pounds of that for $55.77, $1.69 a pound. On some of that stuff, he actually gave me the benefit of the doubt and gave me number 1 where he could have easily given me number 2. Just let me know how to sort it out a little bit better in the future. But I like how he helps me out when he knows I'm trying to help him out by sorting it as best as I can. So number 2 insulated copper wire, that was my data wire. And I had 42 pounds of that at 59 cents a pound. So that came to $24.78. So the grand total came to $410.21. You add in the $59 and $469 on that one run. And then I still had to go pick up that house call. All right, so for the appliances I just dumped off the back along with the barbecue unit, it ended up being 460 pounds, 6.75 cents a pound. I don't get the extra cent, even though it's the same company. That yard doesn't give me the extra cent for the bumper sticker. That's their original price, so $31. You add that to the $59 I got earlier, and that's a $90 shred run day, as well as $410 in the small scale stuff, so a $500 day. So that ended up really working out for me. Definitely worth the time to break all that stuff down and take it all in at one time. So anyway, leave your comments below if you have any. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.